Alright, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash. Double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the men that are pushing this truth in the four corners, in the highways and byways. But once again, all praises, honor, and glory belongs to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, this is Brother Yakal once again. In this lesson, going to be entitled Pastors According to the Most High's Heart. Alright, this is Romans chapter 10, and I read from verse uh and I read from verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Alright. Verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him on whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? All right, so we being Gentiles on this side, because we didn't know our heritage, we didn't know our nationality. All right, we all lost our way. All right, and we were acting, under the same vibration of these other nations. Some of us were in Christianity, Islam, Buddhism. All right, whatever it is, we were a part of it, and that made us Gentiles. All right. It says, of whom they have not heard, and how shall they hear without a preacher? So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, like the scripture said that faith comes by hearing, and by hearing the word of the Lord. All right. So first we needed, a teacher, a preacher, all right, a prophet, all right, to bring this news unto us so that we could believe on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and turn back to him. All right. It says, verse 15, how shall they preach except they be sent? And if it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. All right, so it says, how shall they preach except they be sent? So no man can preach the true doctrine except they be sent of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. If the Lord didn't send a man to preach or to teach this gospel, everything that he say gonna be light. It's gonna be presumptuous prophecy. Like the scripture talk about in thing that's Deuteronomy. All right. That if the thing cometh not to pass, then thou shalt know that it was presumptuous. All right. He has spoken it of himself. Roughly paraphrasing. All right. But the true men of the Lord, they were sent. All right, they were anointed to preach this gospel. Let me get that. This is this is Isaiah 61 and verse 1. The spirit of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, is upon me, because the Lord had anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, and to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to them that are bound. All right, and we are the meek of the earth. All right, we are the captives. We in captivity right now. All right, look around you. Only Jake, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they are the ones under oppression. They are the ones that are being fought on every side. All right, it says, he had sent me to bind up the brokenhearted. We are the ones that are brokenhearted. All right, we didn't have this truth. We had no knowledge, but with this truth, we are being healed. All right, we are receiving back that word of peace. All right, it says, and to open the prison to them that are bound. Let's see. All right, this is Salakia. This is this is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you knowledge and understanding. So the Lord, or give us passes according to his heart, according to his will, all right, according to, to his ordinance, and they will feed us with knowledge and understanding, you know, not according to their own heart, but according to the heart of the Most High. All right. Um. Oh shit. Let me see. This is Isaiah. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 30, and I read from verse 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall thy teachers be removed into a corner, Salakia, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner any more, but thine eyes shall behold thy teachers, and thine ears shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand, and when ye turn to the left, you know, and this precept, is has been fulfilled in me personally. All right, because before I came into the fold, and received this knowledge, I was walking on the street, and it was just one brother at the time, who's the leader of the camp here in Guyana right now. It was just him alone. All right, and he was on the street banging by himself, and I passed by. All right, and the scripture that he was reading, I think it was John chapter 3 verse 12. You know, and he was just going in pure fire. All right, and I heard it, and I passed by, and I heard every word that he was saying. All right, and then a few months later, that when I came to understand that this truth, you know, yeah. Let me read this back. This is Isaiah 30 verse 20. And though Yahweh give you the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. That's why we go out in the street. That's why the scripture talk about we shall be a spectacle unto men, because people gonna see us. All right, we are not supposed to be locked up in a building some way. All right, in some far village, you know but we go into the highways and byways, the openings. All right, the chief place of concord. That's where people traverse. you know it's a high traffic areas, where people see us. All right, and now we on YouTube. All right, these videos are on YouTube. And everybody has access to the internet. Everybody go on YouTube. All right, that's what it means that our eyes shall see our teachers. All right, it says, uh, and thine ear shall hear a word behind thee, saying, This is the way, walk ye in it, when ye turn to the right hand and when ye turn to the left. Says we pass by, these words gonna be, we gonna hear these words. All right, people gonna hear our words. As we say, turn to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is the right path. You know, as we tell them about these different philosophies and doctrines of men and how they are false, they're gonna hear these things. All right. Um. Yeah, this is Ezekiel. Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 16. Therefore shall therefore thus said Yahweh Power, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, although I have scattered them among the countries, yet I will be to them a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. You know, so wherever it is, the Lord had set up little sanctuaries. All right, and we are the sanctuary. All right, so into, I think that's First Corinthians chapter 3 verse 9. We are the building of the Most High. All right, so now we being those little sanctuaries, referring to the small camps. All right, in these different islands in the Caribbean. In they even have camps in Africa. all right, in the states, wherever it is that we have been scattered, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, I've been setting up brothers to teach this word, pastors according to his art, all right. Um, this is a, so everything is just the will of the Most High by His ordinance, all right. The Lord didn't give us a commandment to go to theology school and get a certificate to teach His word. The Lord had put that spirit upon us to go out and teach this word. You know, let me get this. This is Second Esdras, Second Esdras chapter 6. Second Esdras 6 and verse 40. Second Esdras 6 and verse 28. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which had so long which had been so long without fruit shall be declared. All right. So we didn't have this knowledge for a long period of time. Over 400 years were we without, this knowledge, this heritage, this truth. But now, the Lord is breaking up all the lies, that Esau has cast upon our people. All right. And how is he doing it? Through his men. He's using his men, the prophets, to do these things. He reveal his secrets unto his men, and then his men go out and declare these wickedness. All right. And this truth is now being, fruitful. All right. It's now springing up. you know. So with that, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai once again, and double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Stone who taught us this truth. All right. And once again, Shalom.